had kind of like a slow revelation about just about how the industry works, right? And I felt like over the last maybe 5 years, what we thought about the industry has, specifically music, that's what I'm referring to. I feel like the music industry has drastically shifted and changed in many ways. And I feel like within that, I think what I have become aware of is that with great followings comes a little bit of a responsibility from a person who can gather people consistently. Now, I'm saying this simply because I've become more aware lately that, like, with the new era of music, the new era of the community, I realize how important community is. And it's actually funny. I actually had a whole conversation about what I thought the future of music was going to be. And I feel like I've always felt like the future of music and the future of everything is going to be community, because there's so many tools out there that allow people to connect with one another. It's just a matter of how you do it. And so I will be doing a Feedback Thursday as well. I forgot to mention, I'm going to be doing Feedback Thursdays again, y'all, while I'm here. Like that singular held note in the intro. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's just things have just kind of like, things feel like this instrumental y'all hear in the background. It feels like this. The music industry feels like this beat. And the reason why I play it so much is not just only because it's talking music, but it's an atmosphere setter, for one. Two, I recently got off a phone call today from a friend of mine for the sake of, you know, the sensitivity of the conversation. I've been learning a lot about, you know, the people who I'm around, the people who we all look up to, the people that we're all basically surrounded by. Man, it's not what you think it. The way that I used to think about the music industry is not the way that that it is. The way that I thought it was that, you know, it's like you have this massive community of people who are really gifted and talented, and there's one person that kind of like brings the community together. But if you're not careful, giving people that power to bring a collection of people together require a little bit of humility versus like ego, you know what I'm saying? And so I had a call today where I recognized that, like, you know, the new era has started kind of like bringing up some real conversations about, like, who do we have in power, or who do we have that's like ahead of us in this game of music that we play, that kind of control what's going on. Like, who are the tastemakers? Who are the people that kind of put people on to the bigger music, or the music that hasn't been heard? And so I found out that I'm kind of like in this category of people knowing what's cool in the community. Luckily, like, I'm learning about what's going on in music because of y'all. Like, y'all put me on. I check like what's going on in the Discord. Y'all post, y'all be making beats. Like, you know, I've learned about so many talented kids purely just through the Discord alone, and what the Discord, and also on the stream, and also within the community. I'm learning that we're all helping each other, and that's what it should be. But it's unfortunate that the bigger powers that be are just in some crazier stuff. And within this conversation, what it made me realize is, and I hope to everybody that's watching this, that I don't want to advocate that people participate in an industry that does not care about creating. That's all I care about, is making stuff. That's why I call it the Makers Club. Like, whatever you want to make, you can make it. There is a community and a group of people that like what you like, and you can do it. That's the only reason I do this stream, is not only just because I can collaborate and create with you guys, but this stream is purely dedicated that we all teach ourselves and grow within learning how to make things, and to show other people how to make stuff. Like, whatever you want to make, you can make it. Like, And if you don't have a way of doing it, this is the space to do it. Current Music says, TBH, I think everyone at the top has an ego. This community you've created is definitely different though. You actually have humility. Honestly, I have no other way to treat it. Like, I'm no different than anybody right now in this chat. We're all sitting at the computer, probably either at our jobs or at the crib, in our PJs and a t-shirt and some pants, do-rag on, maybe got an afro, maybe got a fade, maybe you ain't got a haircut yet. We are all the same here. And it's such a shame to learn that, like, there's so many weird things going on with people that I know, people that y'all know, people we know. And I think what we do here is the future of what music will become at some point, because people are gonna get tired of the game. And I think I started experiencing that recently, where I went and traveled and started realizing, like, this community here, this community is not the music industry game. The music industry game that will become what it is, like what we are doing here, it's about being a good person. Like, are you cool to talk to when the beat's cut off? Like, when the music is like off, or like when the music is about to turn on, like, are you able to have a conversation with people that like the same things that you like? And that's why I'm so thankful about the shows, so thankful about this community, because, you know, going to LA and then like doing sessions with homies, I started realizing people are playing a totally different game. And I don't even think that's something I want to do. I don't think that's something that's truly honest to my heart of, like, you know, I know I could, like, you know, go and make like pop records or whatever, but that doesn't bring me joy. I have way more fun making things that I want to make with you guys, and then telling my homies, like, yo, this is what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, if any of you guys are curious, if anybody who sees this, any kid, any person who's like, I want to take a music career seriously, let me give you a great, strong piece of helpful advice with this. Your game, well, the game that is the music industry does not have to be your game. You can purely make what you like, and the other people who like what you like will put you on, okay? I'm telling you that because real talent matters still, 1. 2, being a good person at what you do and being a solid individual still works. It still works. It's nothing, you don't have to be getting over on people. You don't have to hurt people. No, you could purely just be a solid person and just put people on. And not even just to put people on, but that helps further the community. That helps further, like, helping people in what this game can become. Because my whole thing right now is, how can I leave the community of what taught me everything that I know better than what it used to be? Like, there shouldn't be politics in this game. It should be homies that are dope, really talented, and we just cook up. And we just good people. Maybe we laugh at some jokes about Legos or something. Like maybe we should just watch movies on Legos. Like, you know, ain't nothing wrong with Legos. But and I will say this, if you do decide to do that, do it your own way. Like, and what I mean by do it your own way, don't look towards bigger conglomerates to kind of like funnel a vision that only you have, because nothing is more frustrating than trying to get a bigger conglomerate to see what you see, especially if they're not seeing it, you know. And the worst part about it is those same people can be people that you grow with, and they end up getting into the game, and they end up getting a little bit of connections with whatnot. But what is a profit of man to gain the whole world but to lose their soul? What we're doing right here is soul connecting. We are soul connecting, bro. That's what makes music fun to me. It always has been fun to me. That's why I've stayed in the house that I've grown up in making music for years, because I love it, you know. This might be a silver rose. I love your philosophy of putting passion and joy into music and focus on being humble instead of being egotistical and only want to make music to make a quick buck. I've purely had way more fun and have made way more money collaborating with people in a very genuine way. Not like this person deserves this person get. It shouldn't be that. Whoever decided to start doing that, pride and ego. Pride is the devil, okay? J. Cole was not wrong when he said that. That is what got the devil kicked out of heaven. Pride. You know, I want all of this and this. No, you're missing the bigger picture here, pimp. Like, if you play the game properly, everybody can do what they need to do. Okay? First one out, at least I'm in. Yeah, it's just, bro, it's just so sad, you know, because like I never would have expected to get a call from a homie of that matter, but it does make me aware that like what we're doing here matters, one, and two, it made me kind of feel like, you know, where we're going with the Makers Club. I realize what this can become, and what I want this to become is kind of like this giant kingdom of everybody eating properly the way they should, and then, you know, who knows what'll happen. But yeah, I just want to say, like, that's why I'm calling it the Makers Club, and I'm not calling it Kaelin Ellis' Discord anymore. Don't put my name on it because it's bigger than me, okay? It has my name, my letters, K, but don't. Kaelin Ellis' Discord is called the Makers Club. It's like we make stuff, not I know I'm the host. This is my show, but like, it's not about me. It's never been about me, and it won't be about me. It's about us. Okay? I digress. But taking a swig of my Celsius. Any other questions before we begin? Because I'm about to start cooking in a second. Hey. God's purpose is revealing itself slowly but surely, brothers. That's how it works. And you know something actually kind of crazy? I had an epiphany about this. God's glory being both a beautiful thing, but also a terrifying thing. Like, God's glory isn't just a peaceful, oh, everything beautiful, but also like God's glory being revealed could be like, well, dang, whoa, we shouldn't work with that person anymore. You know, like, ooh, you know, let me see here. And the truth is, some people are really good musicians, but their character just ruins relationships with other creators. It does. And it's so crazy because purely like, you would think if you just make music, if you just make stuff, you would think like, yo, if you make great music, you gotta be good. You gotta be a good person. But no, there's a lot of crazy people out here, bro. Like, what? There's so many. Bruh, if only y'all knew how many like individuals that I've seen that are like, and I say this in a very genuine, caring way. I've seen so many individuals out here that are so sick. Like, and maybe it's just the fact that like God's glory being a thing of like, God had to reveal who he is through a person that, you know, someone that you work with. God has to reveal who he is at some point. I think that's why like Cat Williams went on that whole tirade last year about like, do you understand who's like in power right now? Like, who's like running what? Like, God's glory is gonna be revealed at some point. We just make sure you on the right side. I want to make sure I'm the right side. I ain't trying to deal with no crazy mess, man. I'm just like, wow. I would hate to experience that, you know, God's glory being revealed that way. I'm trying to see God's glory being revealed through this music and us being together and create, you know. There's God's glory and then there's God's wrath. Exactly. It's a two-sided coin. There's two parts to it. You can't have one without the other. There's both sides. choose this day who you're gonna be serving. What are you serving? It's a lot of lost sheep, bro. It's so it's so sad. And so, yeah. I say all that to say that I got a call from a homie letting me know that what we're doing is the right thing. And just stick with it. Don't worry about this company, this label, this collective. Don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And so if you're watching this, keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about signing to none of these crazy companies because there's a lot of weird stuff going on. So I'm trying to put y'all on game, and I'm sure y'all gonna hear some crazier stuff in the future. What we heard last year was not it. Like, it gets deep, bro. It gets deep, okay? It gets deep because I know some individuals that are gonna be getting in a lot of trouble. Do the right thing. I hope all that makes sense, y'all. Just, yeah.